Hi, welcome to Reading the Bible with Nikki. This show is not family friendly, nor is it intended to be. So, if you get highly offended and easily butt sore, fuck off and don't watch past this point because you're not going to like it. I am your narrator on this here journey of the Old Testament. I am Nikki fucking K the Great. So, take your pills, pack a bowl, grab your smokes, get comfy, make sure you have your coffee that's not spiked this time. And then let's smoke it, drink it, and read it. Such a great idea. So, do you see this? There's only 3 books left. So, I found out what the difference between an oracle and a prophecy is. I don't know if anybody else was worried about that. But Dustin, well, when I looked it up, it said an oracle is a shrine. Okay, a shrine's like an altar or like a place that you go to like worship or whatever, or like a thing. And it said prophecy was a prediction. Okay, here, right here. Hold on. I gotta pull. Okay. So, this is what it says right here. The difference between oracle and prophecy is oracle is a shrine dedicated to a prophetic deity, while the prophecy is a prediction, especially one made by a prophet or under divine inspiration. See, in the movies, they always make it like some kind of chick or whatever that lives in the mountains and tells them messages from God. As verbs, the difference between the two is oracle is obsolete to utter oracles or prophecies, while prophecy is I hold on. I was paying attention to what was going on in my head while I was reading that. As verbs, is that an oracle is to utter oracles or prophecies, while a prophecy is okay. We're gonna go to Wiki. To utter oracles or prophecies. Hold on. Oracle is obsolete to utter oracles or prophecies. Okay, so I don't know what to do. I don't know what it's saying that. So oracle is really nothing, and a prophecy isn't. I don't. I don't know the difference. I An oracle is a place, a shrine, a statue. So I'm not fucking sure. The word the Lord spoke against Babylon, against the land of the Chaldeans, through Jeremiah the prophet. Proclaim this among the nations. Announce it. Announce it. Do not hide it, but say, Babylon is captured. Bel put to shame. Marduk terrified. Okay, Marduk is the god of the Tohu Wabohu from Mesopotamia. Okay, I think he was killed by the chick and turned into tiny little pieces. So, like, I don't know. But Marduk was the Mesopotamia god, I think. Or I don't think it was a Pangaea god. Uh, its images are put to shame, its idols shattered. A nation from the north advances against it, making the land desolate, so that no one can live there. Human beings and animals have fled. In those days and at that time, Israelite and Judite shall come together like butt cheeks, shut up, weeping as they come to seek the Lord their God. They shall ask for Zion, seeking out the way. It's the city of David. You can just like buy a plane ticket, take a bus. Come, let us join ourselves to the Lord in an everlasting covenant, never to be forgotten. Yeah, they forgot it. Hi, Blue. Blue, come on. Come on. Okay. Okay. Come, let us join ourselves together to the Lord in an everlasting covenant, never to be forgotten. Yeah, they forgot it all right. Lost sheep were my people. Their shepherds misled them terribly, leading them astray on the mountains, from mountain to hill. From mountain to hill they wandered, forgetting their fold. Whoever happened upon them devoured them. Their enemies said, we are not guilty, because they sinned against the Lord. The abode of justice is the hope of their ancestors. Flee from the midst of Babylon. Leave the land of the Chaldeans. Why? That's where they started at. Like rams at the head of the flock. See, I am stirring up against Babylon a band of great nations from the land of the north. See, I want to know, is that China? China. They are arrayed against her. From there she shall be taken. Their arrows, like the arrows of a skilled warrior. who never returns empty handed. Chaldea shall become plunder. All its plunders shall be enriched. Yes, result, rejoice, exult that you plunder my heritage. Frisk like calves on the grass, neigh like stallions. Your mother will indeed be put to shame, that she bore you. She that bore you shall be abashed. She, see, the last of the nations, a wilderness, a wasteland. Because of the Lord's wrath, it shall be uninhabited, become an utter wasteland. Everyone who passes by Babylon will be appalled and hiss at all its wounds. Take your post encircling Babylon. You who bend the bow, shoot at it. Do not spare your arrows. Raise the war cry against it on every side. It surrenders. Its bastions fall. Its walls are torn down. This is retribution from the Lord. Take retribution on her as she has done due to her. For she sinned against the Lord. Yeah, but how though? Cut off the sower of Babylon, and those who wield sickles at harvest time. Before the destroying sword, all of them shall turn back to their own people. All flee to their own land. Israel was a stray sheep that lions pursued. The king of Assyria once devoured him. Now Nebuchadnezzar of Babylon gnaws his bones. Therefore, thus says the God of gods, I will punish the KOB and his land as I once punished the KOA. But I will bring Israel back to its pasture to feed on Carmel and Bashan, and on Mount Ephraim, Gilead, until they have their fill. In those days, at that time, the guilt of Israel may be sought, but it no longer exists. Why? They killed Jesus. The sin of Judah, but it can be no longer found. Also, they killed Jesus. For I will forgive the remnant I preserve. Okay. Attack the land of Miriatham, and those who live in Peked. Slaughter and put them under the ban. Do all I have commanded you. Battle alarm in the land. Great destruction. Now the hammer of the whole earth has been cut off and broken. What an object of horror Babylon has become against the nations. You ensnared yourself and were caught. Babylon, before you knew it, you were discovered and seized because you challenged the Lord. The Lord opens his armory, brings out the weapons of his wrath. The God of gods has work to do. He's going to go to work in the land of the Chaldeans. He's going to go get some. Come up upon them from every side. Open their granaries. Pile them in heaps and put them under the ban. Do not leave a remnant. Slay the oxen. Yeah, but why? Why? This is unfair. Take them down to slaughter. Woe to them, their day has come, the time of their punishment. Listen, the fugitives, the refugees from the land of Babylon. They announce in Zion the retribution of the God, our God. Call archers out against Babylon, all who bend the bow and camp around them. Let no one escape. Repay them for their deeds and what they have done. Do to them. For they have insulted the Lord, the Holy One of Israel. Therefore, their young men shall fall in the squares. All their warriors shall be stilled on that day. I am against you, O insolence, for your day has come. It is time for me to bust that ass. Insolence stumbles and falls. There is no one to raise him up. I will kindle a fire on that ass to devour everything around him. This is well, it's a, come on. Okay. Anyway, it reminds me of a hate breed song. It's like destroy everything. Oppressed are the people of Israel, together with the people of Judah. All their captors hold them fast and refuse to let them go. That is real life. They do that. Okay. That's because they're good at being complacent. Strong is their Redeemer. Yeah. Whose name is the God of gods, the sure defender of their cause, who gives rest to their land, but unrest to those who live in Babylon. A sword upon the Chaldeans, upon the inhabitants of Babylon, her princes and sages. A sword upon the soothsayers. This is a great Buckethead song, soothsayers. And they become fools. A sword upon the warriors, and they tremble. A sword upon their motley throng, their motley crew. And they become women. A sword upon their treasures, they become plundered. A drought upon the waters, and they dry up. For it is a land of idols, soon made frantic by phantoms. Hence, wildcats shall dwell there with hyenas, and ostriches occupy it. Never again shall it be inhabited or settled no, stay like that, from age to age, as happened when God overturned Sodom and Gomorrah and their neighbors. No one shall dwell there. No mortal shall settle there. See, people comes from hey, listen. No. Hey, no. Listen. Yeah, play me. Hey, listen. Let me no. Let me go. Now, damn it, blue. There. Okay. See, a people comes from the north. Is that China? A great nation and mighty kings rising from the ends of the earth. See, I think that's China. Bow and javelin they wield. Cruel and pitiless are they. They sound like the roaring sea. Oh, come on, baby. No, stay like that. They sound like the roaring sea as they ride forth on horses, Mongolia, each in place for battle against you, daughter of Babylon. The king, the king of Babylon hears news of them, and his hands hang helpless. Anguish takes hold of him, like the pangs of a woman in birth, as happens when a lion comes from a thicket of the Jordan to permanent pasture. So I, in an instant, will chase them off and establish there whomever I choose. For who is like me, and who can call me to account? What shepherd can stand against me? Therefore, hear the strategy of the Lord, which has devised against Babylon. Hear the plans drawn up against the land of the Chaldeans. Oh, my hair is in my face. Please give me 1 second. This is going to drive me insane. Oh, and this is Blue, by the way. She's an asshole cat. Hold on. Oh, man, thank God she wanted to get up because, man, she was getting heavy, fat ass cat. Which he has devised against. Okay. Hear the plans drawn up against the land of the Chaldeans. They shall be dragged away, even the smallest sheep, their own pasture aghast because of them. At the cry, Babylon is captured. Okay. At the cry, Babylon is captured. The earthquakes. The outcry is heard among the nations. Okay. Okay, so I'm guessing. Okay. So now I think we're going to 51. Where am I in life? I have no idea. Okay. So we're going to 51. Give me 1 second. Okay, we are on chapter 51. We're almost done. Okay, and this one is called The Second Oracle Against Babylon. Was this like at their shrine or something? He was like at their shrine and then all of a sudden was like word vomit. I don't know. But it says, "Thus says the Lord, see, I rouse against Babylon and the inhabitants of Chaldea." This is where Abe is from, the land of the Chaldeans. A destroyer wind, tornado. To Babylon I will send winnowers. Remember, that's the three front pronged fork thing. They're like, oh, lift. They're like, poke the hay, flip it. Okay. To winnow and lay waste to the land. It shall be besieged on every side on the day of affliction. Get it? God's going to get some. How can the archers draw back their bows, lift their armor? Do not spare her young men. Put the entire army under the ban. The slain shall fall in the land of Chaldea, the wounded in its streets, for Israel and Judah are not left widowed, for Israel and Judah are not left widowed by their God, the God of gods, even though the land is full of guilt against the Holy One of Israel. And it should be that way for a long ass time. Free from Babylon, each of you save your own life. Do not perish because of her guilt. This is a time of retribution from the Lord, cosmic retribution, who pays out her due. Babylon was a golden cup in the hand of the Lord, making the whole earth drunk. These cats are on crack. Babylon was a golden cup in the hand of the Lord, making the whole earth drunk. The nations drank its wine. Thus, they have gone mad. You made them drink out of that cup, though. Of course, they're going to go mad because they're like, oh my God, we're going to die. Babylon suddenly falls and is broken. Wail over her. Bring balm for her wounds. Yeah, she's going to need some burn cream for that burn, in case she can be healed. We have tried to heal Babylon, but she cannot be healed. Leave her. Each of us must go to our own land. We must go our own way. Go our own way. Shut up, Nikkie. The judgment against her reaches the heavens. It touches the clouds. She's got a giant ass rap sheet. The Lord has brought forth our vindication. Come, let us tell Zion what the Lord our God has done. City of David. You can just buy a plane ticket or take a bus. Come, let us tell in Zion what the Lord our God has done. Sharpen the arrows, fill the quivers. The Lord has stirred up the spirit of the king of Medes. For his resolve for his resolve is Babylon's destruction. Yes, it is retribution from the Lord, retribution for his temple. Over the walls of Babylon, raise a signal, reinforce the watch, post sentries. Isn't this word spelled with a C? No definition is found. See, because I think that's spelled with a C. Arrange ambushes, for the Lord has both planned and carried out what he spoke against the inhabitants of Babylon. You who dwell by mighty waters, rich in treasure, your end has come. Is this Martha's Vineyards? We can pray that's Martha's Vineyard. You who dwell by mighty waters, rich in treasure, your end has come, the time at which you shall be cut off. The God of gods has sworn by himself. He swore to God that he was going to bust y'all's asses. Fuck yeah, he did. I will fill you with the people as numerous as locusts, who shall raise over you a joyous shout, like fuck yeah! He made the earth by his power. He established the world by wisdom, and by his skill he stretched out the heavens. Yep. When he thunders, the waters in the heavens roar. He summons clouds from the ends of the earth, makes lightnings flash in the rain, and brings out winds from their storehouses. Every man is stupid, ignorant. Every artisan is put to shame by his idol. He molds a fraud without life breath. Is that crucifixes? I should quit saying that because my cousin made me a crucifix pearl necklace. I don't want to break it off and throw it away. You think she would notice? I don't know if she would notice. I don't know. I'm gonna have to think about it. Okay. They are nothing, a ridiculous work that will perish at the time of punishment. Jacob's portion is nothing like them. He is the creator of all things. Israel is his very own tribe. Lord of hosts is his name. See, again, they're calling Jacob God. Miss Raven Lady explained this to me on my Gab video. Well, it was this video on Gab she commented. I don't remember what she said, but she said God's not calling himself Jacob, something else. This means something else. Hold on. Jacob's portion is nothing like them. What if I go on Gab and see what she said? fucking do that? Why don't I do that? Holy fucking shit, me and her talk a lot, don't we? We sure do. This is the one. Maybe that's not the one. Oh, fuck. I can't get our old messages. Son of a bitch. Never mind. Fuck. I don't know what she said then. I can't remember. But he's not calling himself God, I guess, or Jacob. You are my hammer, a weapon for war. With you I shatter nations. With you I destroy kingdoms. With you I shatter horse and rider. With you I shatter chariot and driver. With you I shatter man and woman. With you I shatter old and young. With you I shatter the young man and young woman. With you I shatter sheep and flock. With you I shatter farmer and team. With you I shatter governors and officers. Thus I will repay Babylon, all the inhabitants of Chaldea, for all the evil they committed against Zion. This is the city of David and Judah. Before your very eyes, beware, I am against you, destroying mountain, destroyer of the entire earth. I will stretch forth my hand against you, roll you down over the cliffs, and make you a burnt mountain. Interesting. Interesting. Very, very interesting. They will not take from you a cornerstone. Bob Marley. Or a foundation stone. You shall remain ruins forever. Raise a signal in the land. Sound the trumpet. Yes, blow the fucking trumpet. Blow a trumpet. Among the nations, dedicate nations for war against her. Summon against her kingdoms. Arat, Minini, and Ashkenaz. Look, the fake Jews. It should be Ashkenazi, but these are the fake Jews. Even nowadays, still pretending to be Jews. Appoint a recruiting officer against her. Dispatch horses like bristling locusts. Dedicate nations for war against her. The king of Medes, its governors, and all its officers, in every land in its domain. The earth quakes and rise. The Lord's plan against Babylon's carried out. turning the land of Babylon into a wasteland without inhabitants. Babylon's warriors have ceased to fight. They remain in their strongholds. Dried up is their strength. They have become women. Burned down are their homes, broken their gates. One runner meets another. Herald meets herald, telling the king of Babylon that his entire city has been taken. The fords have been seized, marshes set on fire, warriors panic. How it's mostly water, ain't it? And this is a twisted song. The Marsh Lagoon. So many put their dead here. Only the water. I I isn't a marshes like where alligators live? No, those are Everglades. I don't know, but marshy isn't that wet and gross? For thus says the Lord of hosts, the God of gods, daughter Babylon is like a threshing floor at the time of treading. Yet a little while, and the harvest time will come for her. He consumed me, defeated me. Nebuchadnezzar, KOB, he left me like an empty vessel. He left God with wet ass and empty pockets. It's not exactly true, but means the same thing. Swallowed me like a sea monster, filled his belly with my delicacies, and cast me out. He did do that. Let my torn flesh be visited upon Babylon, says enthroned Zion. My blood upon the inhabitants of Chaldea, says Jerusalem. I'm not exactly sure. But now, thus says the Lord, I will certainly defend your cause. I will certainly be your lawyer. I will certainly fight for you. I, I will do whatever I can to get you out of jail. Pretty much. Babylon shall become a heap of ruins, a haunt of jackals, a place of horror and hissing, without inhabitants. They roar like lions and growl like lion cubs. When they are parched, I will set drink before them, to make them drunk, that they may be overcome with everlasting sleep, never to waken. I will bring them down like lambs to slaughter, like rams and goats. Now she has been seized, taken captive. The glory of the whole world, what a horror Babylon has become among the nations. Against Babylon the sea rises. She is overwhelmed by roaring waves. Her cities have become wasteland, a parched and arid land where no one lives, no one passes through. I will punish Bel and Babylon. I will make him vomit up what he swallowed. Nations shall no longer stream to him. Even the wool of Babylon falls. Leave her, my people. Each of you save your own life from the burning wrath of the Lord. Do not be discouraged when rumors spread through the land. Hold on, what is hold on, even the wall leave her, my people, each of you. Okay, he's talking to them. Do not be discouraged when rumors spread through the land. This year, one rumor comes, next year, another. Violence in the land, or ruler against ruler. Realize that the days are coming when I will punish the idols of Babylon. The whole land shall be put to shame. All her slain shall fall in her midst. Then heaven and earth, everything in them, shall shout over Babylon with joy when the destroyers come against her from the north. Is this China? Mongolia? I don't know. These chapters are so long. Okay. Babylon too must fall, you slain of Israel, because by the hand of Babylon the slain of all the earth have fallen. You who have escaped the sword, go, do not stand idle. Remember the Lord from far away. Let Jerusalem come to mind. We are ashamed because we have heard taunts. Disgrace covers our faces. Strangers have entered sanctuaries in God's house. Therefore, the days are coming when I will punish her idols, and throughout the land the wounded will groan. Through Babylon, though Babylon scale the heavens and make her strong heights inaccessible, my destroyers shall reach her. A sound of crying from Babylon. On a sound of crying from Babylon. A great destruction from the land of the Chaldeans. For the Lord said, no, for the Lord lays Babylon to waste. Silences her loud cry, waves roaring like mighty waters, a clamor resounding. So God's like, stop that crying or I'm going to bust your ass harder. And he busts their ass harder. For the destroyer comes upon her, upon Babylon. Babylon. Okay. Warriors captured their the warriors are captured, their bows broken. The Lord the Lord is a God of recompense. He will surely repay. Yes, get 'em. I will make her princes and sages drunk with her governors, officers, and warriors, so that they sleep an everlasting sleep, never to awaken. Oracle of the King, whose name is God of gods. And then God was like, the walls of spacious Babylon shall be leveled to the ground. Its lofty gates, no, its lofty gates destroyed by fire. The toil of the people is for nothing. The nations weary themselves for what the flames consume. The prophecy sent to Babylon. See, what's the difference? I don't know what the difference is. Okay. How many more is left? Oh, okay, not that much. Okay. The mission Jeremiah the prophet gave to Sir Siriah when he went to Babylon with Zedekiah, the KOJ, in the 4th year of his reign. Siriah was the chief quartermaster. What does this mean? We're gonna find out because I know what quartering is. But is this the same thing? Okay. Oh, here we go. A military responsible for providing quarters, rations, clothing, and other supplies. Okay.
Quartermaster.
Quartermaster. Okay. So. Okay. So he was the dude who did the damn thing. Jeremiah wrote down on one scroll the disaster that would befall Babylon. All these words were written against Babylon. Okay. So, Oracle again. This is a writing. So Jeremiah was like, when you reach Babylon, see that you read these words out loud. Yeah, but what about Barak? Okay. And then say, Lord, you yourself spoke this against this place in order to cut it down so that nothing human or beast could live in it, because it is to remain a wasteland forever. When you have finished reading this scroll, tie a stone to it and throw it in the Euphrates. Thus, and then say, Babylon shall sink It will never rise because of the disaster I am bringing upon it. Thus far, the words of Jeremiah. Wow. Okay. Uh, wow, that was long as fuck. Okay. All right. One more and we're done. Wow. Okay. Oh my god, this is long as fuck. Okay, I guess it's not that long. All right, last chapter. Here we go. Zedekiah was 21 when he became king. He reigned 11 years in Jerusalem. His mother's name was Hamutal, daughter of Jeremiah from Libnah. Yeah, okay. So I don't know if this was the same Jeremiah or not, but maybe not. And he was evil as fuck, just as Jehoiakim. Indeed, the things done in Jerusalem and in Judah out from his presence. Thus, Zedekiah rebelled against the KOB. Judah, indeed, the things done in Jerusalem and in Judah. Yeah, but what does that have to do? What? How are those mutually exclusive? I don't know how they're exclusive. In the 10th month, so October 9, October 0009, on the 10th day, so October 10th, Nebuchadnezzar, KOB, and his entire army advanced against Jerusalem, encamped around it, and built siege walls on every side. The siege of the city continued until the 11th year of Zedekiah, on the 9th day of March, when famine had gripped the city and the people had no more bread. Oh, is this when they ate the babies? But this time, I guess it was for a reason. They just don't go around eating babies back then. The city walls were breached. All the soldiers fled and left the city by night through the gate between the two walls, which was near the king's garden. With the Chaldeans surrounding the city, they went in the direction of Arabah. But the Chaldean army pursued the king and overtook Zedekiah in the wilderness near Jericho. His whole army fled from him. Yeah, but they fucking did. The king, therefore, was arrested and brought to Riblah in the hand of Hamath to the king of Babylon, who pronounced judgment on him. Didn't we already read this? As Zedekiah, we already read all of this, right? He killed all of his sons and everybody right in front of him. Then they did the Samson thing, what the Philistines did to Samson. And the KOB brought him to Babylon and kept him in prison until the day he died. the destruction of Jerusalem. On the 10th day of May, no, yep, May 19, 0019. No, I'm just kidding. On the 10th day of the 5th month, this was the 19th year of Nebuchadnezzar. Nebuzaradan, captain of the bodyguard, came to Jerusalem. Okay, so he went to Jerusalem as a representative. He burned God's house, the palace of the king, and all the houses of Jerusalem. Every large building he destroyed with fire. Yeah, what's up with the burning churches? What the fuck is the whole point of that? And I mean, even you, God, like you burn their churches too. I don't get it. The Chaldean troops, with the captain of the guard, tore down the walls that surrounded Jerusalem. Nebuzaradan led into exile the remnant of the people left in the city who had deserted to the KOB and the rest of the artisans. But Nebuzaradan left behind some of the country's poor as vine dressers and farmers. The bronze pillars that belong the bronze pillars, right? It don't sound right. That belonged to God's house, and he wheeled carts and the bronze sea at God's house. Okay. So he took the one that the Chaldeans broke into pieces. They carried away all the bronze to Babylon. They also took all the other shit that belonged in God's house. The two pillars, the one sea, and its base of 12 oxen. So everything that Solomon built, they took it all. As for the pillars, they took those. A bronze capital. Okay, so they took all the bronze. We read in Solomon how intricate this was. Zebu Zeradan also took Sariah, Zephaniah, and the three keepers of the entrance. From the city, he took one courtier, a commander, and 7 men in the personal service of the king. The scribe, who mustered the people of the land, 60 of the common people remaining in the city. Nebuzaradan arrested them and brought them to the KOB, who had them struck down and executed in the land of Hamath. Thus, Judah was exiled from the land. Okay. So he carried away 3,023 people of Judah. In the 18th year, 832. In the 23rd year, he deported 745, 4,600 persons in all. Savior shown to Jehoiakim. In the 37th year of the exile, uh, on the 25th day of December, evil Merodach, KOB, in the inaugural year of his reign, raised up Jehoiachin, KOJ, and released him from prison. Why is his name evil? That is a hell of a name. Okay. Interesting. He spoke kindly to him, gave him a throne higher than the thrones of the other kings who were with him in Babylon. Jehoiachin took off his prison guard and ate at the king's table as long as he lived. The allowance given him by the KOB was a perpetual allowance and fixed daily amounts all the days of his life until the day of his death. That is the same story that we read in Kings Chronicles. Anyway, we're done. How fucking awesome is that? We're done. Yay. We finished another book. We're doing such a good fucking job. And this video is really long. But we finished a book. Man, fuck yeah. Anyway, I hope you took your pills. My night has not gone anywhere near as good as it should have been. So I am kind of sad this video's over now. I have to go face reality and figure out a way to blame myself. Anyway, thank you for watching and thank you for hanging out. Don't forget to like and subscribe, please. I asked nicely. So please like and subscribe, and we will have a great time every morning and every evening. It'll be great. So, like and subscribe and join me on this journey. We're almost done, which is super exciting that we're almost done. Yep. So, anyways, I love you and have the greatest day ever.